Another very important car at the Japan Mobility Show is this, the Suzuki eVX. Now, we saw this first as a concept at the Auto Expo. It's still a concept, but it's really more closer to production. What we are told is that these front elements are going to be carried forward into production. Obviously, this is a big SUV. It's a 4.3 meter long SUV. It is going to be Maruti's first EV. It's also going to be shared by Toyota, 4.3 meters long, 2700 wheelbase, and really this is going to be a very, very important model for Maruti because they're going to try and crack this EV market with this car. It's going to be well priced. They are struggling right now to get the costing right, but what we are told, it will be around in the 18 lakh range. So not very, very cheap. It'll go head on with the Nexon, but what we are told, the tech inside is absolutely fantastic. 500 kilometer plus range. It's got the real secret sauce are the batteries, and they're going to be using BYD blade cells, cell to pack, the latest technology, and that's really what's going to give them an edge. And what we are told is that they might even localize the battery soon enough. Just overall looking at the shape, you can see it's a very traditional kind of high SUV stance, but obviously aero is going to be important. But again, very, very futuristic looking. I think power in this again is going to be a game changer. It's going to have as much as 160 horsepower. This can even take four-wheel drive, so it has two motors. Don't forget, this model is also going to be exported. Exports is a very, very important part of the production. In fact, that kind of pays for some of the lower margins which we are not getting, they're not getting on the Indian version. They're going to try and compensate for that in terms of cost. But let's quickly jump and have a look at the interior. Again, as you can see, a very futuristic interior, but clearly this is in concept stage. I think what is important to know, got a bit of an echo in here, don't think that's going to happen, is the flat floor. Now again, this is a skateboard. It is exactly how this is going to be, because this is the actual platform. It's called, codenamed the YY8. Obviously, we're going to have multiple screens over here. This element can also be carried forward, because now what's happened is that with the skateboard, it frees up the center console. So really the whole transmission tunnel is gone. That's moved away. So you get a lot of space over here as well. Looking at the rear, I think again, flat floor, bit of a high H point. That is generally a challenge with a lot of EVs because the floor does go up, but overall a very airy cabin. Big panoramic sunroof here, that is absolutely a must these days in almost any car. And overall, I think this is going to be a very interesting foray of Maruti and eventually even Toyota's into the EV space. So really, I think in terms of spec, very, very strong. The fact that it is a skateboard, going to have a lot of space efficiency, and it's a very light car as well. Relatively light as far as EV goes, around 1700 kilos, and that too with around a 50 plus kilowatt hour battery. So that's it, the eVX. Watch out for it, the production version coming to showrooms early 2025, but production is going to start late 2024, so launch around that time. And what we're told, it might go to Europe first. So really a global car from Maruti and Suzuki, and that's what we're going to get pretty soon.